Hi all, my name is Chris Melke. I'm the founder of AI Renegade and an AI enthusiast, and I'm here to actually put together an agent in 51 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create an agent in n8n, which is a no-code tool, and I'll show you how to do it, and then I'll explain different steps after I've finished. So as you can see here, I'm in n8n. I've named my project 51 Second Agent. And we're going to take a spin through this. I've got my timer up here. All of you who don't want to buy a timing tool, it's basically just Microsoft Clock. So it's in your menu. And you can time it or set it to do tasks or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this agent. So as you can see here, I don't have anything on my board. I've got 51 Second Agent is the title of this task. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a calendar agent that will put a dinner date in my calendar. So let's go see how we do this very, very quickly. So I'm going to start the timer, and then what I'll do is I'll start this, I'll build all the steps, and then we'll walk through what I built at the end. So here we go. So I'm going to try this for posterity. I don't think this is a Guinness Book of World Records, but we'll go ahead and start it, and here we go. So first step, we're going to build a chat message. Okay, got that. Got my AI agent. I'm going to bring in my AI agent. And what I'm going to do is add a system message. Fixed expression. And then what we're going to do is bring in our chat model. Going to go back. Going to do a tool. Going to do cal. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to find my calendar, and we're going to do add field, sum. Do this, back to canvas. Okay, so we've got time left to spare. So what I've done is built an AI agent in actually less than 51 seconds. So this is an AI agent I built in 48 seconds. So here we go. So let's see if it actually works. So again, the goal of this is I'm going to put in a dinner date here for 6 p.m., right? Okay. So that's what my goal is, to get a dinner date in this location for 6 p.m. So I'm going to start a chat and see how our AI agent does. So as you can see, I've got old texts that are in here. Say, basically the thing is book dinner 6 p.m. tonight for 1 hour. Great. So we're going to try that. So 6 p.m. tonight for 1 hour. I'm going to give this the AI agent, and he's going to book it in my calendar. Okay, so the node was executed successfully. It says the node was executed successfully, but let's go see if it actually appears in my Google Calendar. And there it is. So there's a dinner reservation. So we have executed this successfully. So let's walk through the steps that actually occurred here, what I was doing. So what happened here is that I built in a chat node. So obviously we have a way to input into the AI agent. The AI agent needs to know what actually we want it to do. Then we load up the AI agent. So this is a very simple AI agent. And it takes the chat input that came through, book dinner at 6 p.m. tonight for 1 hour. And then what it does is it takes this input and it runs this through our system message. So to start off with, an n8n, you are a helpful assistant. So, but this isn't something that we can use. We need to kind of bolt on some additional information so the user will know, hey, you're a helpful assistant. The AI model will know that the current date and time is now. So we need to set this to now. So this is JavaScript for now. So as you can see here, what it's doing is saying, okay, so I've also made this an expression so that if it's fixed, it won't know what time it is. It won't fill in the date of what date and time it actually is. So right now it's saying you are helpful to submit the date and time is today. And that's where we have to make our calendar aware that it's today. So that's all we have to do. We've made a helpful assistant. We've done this chat input. So that's what the chat input does. And then what also it does is it's going to go out to my Google Calendar. Now, as a preface to this, let me just say this, is that these were set up before. You have to access the AI model, you need to have an OpenAI account. So you can probably find different tutorials on the web on how to make an AI account through OpenAI. So I'd breeze through those, and it's set up to use my OpenAI account. So as you notice here in the ChatGPT model, it's saying that the human wants to book a dinner tonight, and then it's running through all these different scenarios. And what the output is that it's going to book you a Google Calendar event, and then it stops and it shows you how many tokens there are. So this is after the model has run. So then we go to our Google Calendar, and I've set up my own Google Calendar account beforehand, so it's accessing it through the API. Again, if you need to set up your Google Calendar through n8n, please look on YouTube. They have videos of how to set this up. But mine's already set up, and what it is that the summary for this is dinner reservation. So it's set this up, it's run this through. Now, the things you might notice here is a little bit different is that, so I have my calendar, which is my personal calendar, which is set up. And then what happened is that I clicked on a couple boxes here. So I clicked on a little icon here that was a star icon, right? So what AI nowadays is, I guess, this magical fairy dust or something like that that's here. And then what it does is if I click on those, it'll be defined what time by the model is the start and what time by the model is the end. It's pretty much a default from there. So all we need to do is set that up. And then in the summary, I just said, hey, create a summary, and I'm going to allow you again to define it by the model. So that's the key here, is that these make it easy because you don't have to input. So look at what's here, the JavaScript. So this is the JavaScript that's here. If you don't want to mess around with JavaScript, then this AI model is great. It lets the model define this parameter, which is ideal for me because most of the time I don't want to screw around with creating JavaScript. The other thing you can note here is that in the calendar, we've made it an event. We've given it the operation of create. These are based in here, the create event in Google Calendar. And you'll notice that it's, again, going to my personal calendar. The only thing I added in here was a summary field that just basically gives it a little bit of a summary dinner reservation. Otherwise, you may get something blank that's in there. And this is the output. So it gets this input from the AI model, and then what happened in the AI agent. And then what it does is it parses this out, and it makes the reservation in Google Calendar. So hopefully you've got a good idea of how this works, but it's a very simple tool to run in n8n to show how AI agents are not supposed to be scary. They're pretty easy to use. So this is a very simple agent, and anybody can build this in basically 51 seconds. So make it run in 51 seconds. So if you even took a few minutes and put a couple of additional things in here, that would be even more powerful. So that's it for today. It's a very short lesson, but I just wanted to challenge you to see if you can build an AI agent in a faster time or put some additional tools in here. And thanks for watching. Like or subscribe below. It always helps me build this new channel that I've started. Thanks, and have a good day.